Hello, folks. This is Tom Martin. This is my lottery strategy game, Decoding the Powerball guessing game. I'm updating my numbers for the drawing on April 5th, 2023. If you'd like to support my game, Decoding the Powerball, then please go to my Patreon page at www.patreon.com/Decoding the Powerball. Thank you, and please subscribe. Okay, so if you've never seen my videos before, the object of my game is for you to correctly eliminate groups of numbers. There are 69 white ball numbers in the Powerball lottery. Only 5 numbers can come up as winners, so that means 64 numbers can't come up at all. So for me, I think it should be easier to pick the numbers that won't be coming up than the 5 that actually do. Okay, I'll be updating the group 8A, 8B, and 8C of Decoding the Powerball number 2. Okay, so I'll explain all that to you as we get in there. Okay, so also with this video, I invite you to grab some paper and play along. Okay, so what you're looking at here, actually, let me go back to this one. What you're looking at here is what I call the game card. This is where I try to eliminate the numbers and try to get it down to the 5 correct winning Powerball numbers. Okay, so I already started. This is like video of 5 out of 6 here. Okay, so I'm still working on this. And again, I'm going to go to Powerball number 2 and do 8A, 8B, and 8C. Okay, so I need to update these. So the winning Powerball numbers were the sorry about that. I got to sorry about that. I had to go back. It's up to 170 million. In the past, winning Powerball numbers were the 16, 30, 31, 54, and 68. Okay, so again, the 16 was brown. So I'm going to put this in the brown area. And then the 30 was in orange. So I'll put that in the orange area. The 31 was yellow. The 54 was gray. And the 68 was red. Okay, so there's no winning Powerball numbers in the blue area. No winning Powerball numbers in the green area. The purple area. And that's it. Okay, so this hit 5 out of the 8 color groups. And the majority of the numbers were over here to the right side, so we're going to keep this 5 green. If the majority was over here, I would color this 5 red. Okay, so the reason why I do that is when I see something like this, when it's all green like this, this is like flipping a quarter, How many times can a quarter come up heads before it comes up tails? Okay, so there's only green or red here, kind of like flipping a quarter, so how long can it stay green before, again, it starts coming up red here? Okay, so I like to try to correctly predict what color this next number is going to be. And it's been a lot of green here. And I'm thinking that this is going to be red. So I think that this number will be red, which means the majority of the numbers, at least 3 numbers, will be over here to the left side, is what I'm thinking. Okay, and I'm kind of looking at this red, saying I think there's going to be another hit here. Okay, so this is why I keep track of every 3 drawings like this, so I can put a color to this. Okay, so you can see with when it has 3 hits in a row, I color it a dark red. When it has 3 zeros in a row, I color it a dark blue. If there's 2 hits, I color it a lighter red, and if there's 2 zeros, I color it a lighter blue. Okay, just to give me some separation. And this is the thing of the game. What you want to try to correctly guess what color it's going to be. And that will help out a lot. Okay, so I'm looking at this. I see 4 red marks, 5 red marks. Here I see 2, 3, another 3, 4 with this one. Over here I see at least 2. Here I got 1, then another one. Okay, so the point that I'm trying to make is here with the turquoise or the brown and the red hasn't had a triple hit in a while. Okay, so I'm thinking I said I think the majority is going to be over here to the left side, so I'm kind of liking this red to have a hit to it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer these numbers, the 3 and the 41, right here. Okay, and I'll explain why. Okay, so it's the 3, 12, 21, 29. Okay, so the 3 and the 12 are already gone. Okay, so when I block out numbers off of my game card, this means I'm not even going to consider these numbers when I'm picking what I think would be the 5 white winning Powerball numbers. Okay, so if I'm correct with my picks, and none of these blocked out numbers come up, then the 5 correct winning Powerball numbers still have to be left here on my game card as a highlighted number. Okay, so you can see that the 3 and the 12 are gone, so I'm going to block this off. And then it was the 41, and I got all 4 numbers, the 41, 50, 59, 68. Okay, so you might be saying, okay, what's going on here again? Okay, so again, I believe that this is going to be a hit. I believe that one of these red numbers will be coming up in the next drawing. Okay, either the 3, 12, 21, 29, 41, 50, 59, 68. Okay, so I have these here, and I don't want to block out every one of them. Okay, so let's say I keep on blocking things out, and all of a sudden I look at this, and they're all blocked out. Well, that's no good, because I think that at least one of these numbers are going to come up. Okay, so I'm moving on. Okay, so I have just 3 of these option cards. So again, the 16 is yellow. The 30 and the 68 are both blue. The 31 is brown, and the 54 is purple. So there's no winning Powerball numbers in the red, orange, green, or gray areas. 4 came up, and the majority is over here to the right side, so I'm going to keep this 4 green. Okay, so what catches my eye here is this red area over here. It's been really, really hot. Again, with only 5 winning Powerball numbers in 8 different color groups, how long can this stay hot? Okay, so I'm also looking for a color that I think is going to come up, and it's going to have a hit to it. And I really don't see anything that's like catching my eye here. Okay, but I do like this red to have a 0 to it. See if it's worth it, the 18 to the 22 and the 57 to the 60. So I could get rid of the 21, 22 and the 59 and the 60. Okay, so I'm going to think about that. Well, another thing that I look at is, look how red this is over here. Okay, so when's it going to start to turn green? Okay, so I'm moving on. This is why I gave myself so many of these option cards, so I could, cherry pick through these things. And hopefully I'll get a couple of them correct here. Okay, so the 16 and the 54 are both green. The 30, 31, and 68, so I got red, brown, and yellow. So I had no winning Powerball numbers in the blue, orange, purple, or gray. It hit 4 other color groups, and the majority's on the left side, so I'm going to color this red. Okay, so the first thing that catches my eye is over here on the red area. Been pretty blue through here. Ones that got to heat up. Another thing that I notice is that, these triple zeros, how they double up. Here's another one that doubled up. Doesn't happen very often, but this could be an opportunity right here with the orange to double up. But I'm looking at this and I'm thinking that this is going to be a red number, and that will mean the majority of numbers will be over here. So I'm going to leave this one alone and look at the overview. Okay, so this is the overview and the overview of all 3 option cards. Okay, so with this red, there was 2 hits and 1 miss. I'll do a visual here. Okay, so here's the red, here's the hit. Second option card, here's the miss. And the third option card should have a hit to it, and there it is. Okay, so two hits. The hits are always on the left, and the misses are always on the right. Okay, so here the majority was misses, so I color it blue. The majority is hits here, so I color it red. Red for hot, blue for cold. Okay, so I'm looking at this. And one thing that, that really catches my eye is all these single blue marks. Ones that got to double up. Okay, so what you're looking at here with this border, I border this up when I see a flip-flop. Okay, so here's 2 to 1, and then a flip-flop to 1 to 2. And when I don't see a border like this, like here's the last one, I was looking at this one saying, hey, I think it's going to flip-flop. Hasn't been a border like the rest of them. And it did, so I kind of thought that 2 of these purples were going to miss. Okay, so that's how I use that. And I'm all done with this. I didn't really see anything, so I'm going to move on to Group 8B. And then I got Group 8C, and then I'm done with this video. Okay, so time to update. So the 16 is in blue. The 30 and the 54 is in brown. The 31 is green, and the 68 is red. So I had no winning Powerball numbers in the orange, in the purple, the gray, or the yellow. It hit 4 color groups, and the majority is to the left side, so I'm going to color this for red. Okay, so I see a big thing of red here. And I'm thinking that this is going to be a green number, okay? Which means I believe the majority of the 5 numbers will be over here on the right side. And I'm kind of liking either the purple or the yellow. Kind of like this one to have a hit too. It has a pretty good string of zeros right here. This one did 2, 3, 6, 7 in a row. Over here is 2, 4, 6 in a row. I mean either the 7, 15, 25, 32. Okay, so I still have lots of numbers there. Okay, but the overall strategy is to pick where that 0 is going to come up. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next one. Okay, so again, there was a 16 in red. The 30's red. So I got 2 red. The 31 is yellow. The 54 is purple. And the 68 is brown. So no winning Powerball numbers in the blue, brown, green, or gray. It hit 4 color groups. Okay, so you notice that you hear 4 color groups a lot. Okay, so why I'm pointing that out is because for the most part, this is like a 50-50 guess here. 4 of these are going to have a hit to it, and 4 of these are going to have a miss to it. Okay, so that's what usually happens. Sometimes a 5 gets in there, but you know, I did the math one time. It came out to like 4.2. Okay, so just a little over 50-50 that the 5 hardly ever comes up. Okay, so again, I see a bunch of red here. I'm thinking that this is going to be green, which means I believe the majority of the numbers will be over here to the right side. Kind of liking this gray to have a hit to it. And I'm kind of liking this red to have a miss. Okay, so I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with the red. And I'm going to get rid of the 1, 30, 16, 24. So I'll get rid of the 30. So if I get rid of the 30 on the game card, I got to get rid of the 30s over here as well. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. Again, I need to leave at least one number in these rows here. Okay, so going back off to the next option card here. Again, 16 is blue. The 30 is green, and the 68 is green. The 31 and the 54 are yellow. So I had no winning Powerball numbers in the red, orange, purple, brown, or gray. Hit 3 of the color groups. Majority of the numbers are to the left side, so I colored that 3 red. You can see how red this has been. It keeps on staying red. I think that the majority of the numbers are going to be to the right side. And I'm thinking either the brown or the gray. Okay, so I'm going to leave this one alone, and I'm going to go to the overview, see if I see anything. Okay, I see something here. Okay. Here in the orange, you see this 03. Again, some of them, they double up, sometimes even triple up. But this one here in the orange has never done that. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I do believe, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's like 12 or 13 of these, and you know. So my guess is that it's going to double up. Again, like right here, right here, right here. Okay, happens a lot. Here's a couple more over here. Here's one. Okay, so I'm going to go for that. And that means all three of these option cards, I'm going to go with the 0 here in the orange. Okay, so I get rid of the 7, 15, 25, 32. And then the 41, 49, 59. Okay, so moving on to the next one. Again, I'm going with orange. I think all three of these are going to miss. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of the 3, 28, 15, 25. There's no numbers there, so I'll get rid of the 37, 63, and the 49, 59, and the 61 there. Okay, and again, there's no numbers. So I'll go off to the last one. Again, no orange. Okay, the 8, 9, 17 and the 21, 29. So I'll get rid of 2 more. Okay, so the 21, 29. I have to get rid of over here as well. Sometimes I see things that I didn't knock out, like that 25, the 49, the 59. Okay, so I'll knock all those out. And again, hopefully those numbers do not come up. Okay, so I'm getting down there, especially with this. It's either going to be the 50 or the 68, or maybe even both. I got that here as well. Bunch of 68s. Don't want to confuse things. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to keep on going. And that was it. So I'm moving on to 8C. And then after this one, I'm ending the video. And the 16 is blue. The 30 is green. The 31 and 54 are red. And the 68 is yellow. So there's no winning Powerball numbers in the orange, the purple, the brown, or the gray. Again, it's 4. And the majority of the numbers are to the left side, so I'm going to color that red. So it started off really green, huh? So I'm thinking that this is going to be a red number, which means I believe the majority of the numbers will be over here. And I'm looking at this yellow. And I kind of like this yellow here to have another hit to it. Okay, and I think I'm going to take this. So again, I'm going to transfer all these numbers, the 3 and the 41 to the 68, over to the game card here. So it was the 3, 13, 22, 29, and these are gone. And then it was the 41, 51, 60, and 68. Okay, a lot of the same players. Again, the 51, certainly the 68. Okay, keep on going here. So I need to update this. Okay, so moving on. Okay, so the 16 was gray. The 30 was red. 31 and 54, both brown. And the 68 was purple. So no winning Powerball numbers in the blue, orange, green, yellow. Again, 4. I'm going to make this 4 green. You can see this one's been going back and forth. A little bit harder to read. So I guess I'm not going to just move on to the next one. The last one. And the 16 was purple. The 54 is purple, so 2 purple. The 30 is gray. 31 is brown. And the 68 is blue. Again, no winning Powerball numbers in the red, orange, green, or yellow. Another 50-50 thing. 4 hits, 4 misses. Gonna color this 4 green. I'll spend green over here, so the majority is over to the right side. And I think that this is going to be a red number, so I think the majority will be over here. Especially this green. Okay, so I was looking at this green for a hit. Kind of liking this 51. Okay, so that's all I got. Okay, so actually I check out the overview. I'm not sure if I did this yet. Doesn't look it. Again, I'm looking at the green. I'm thinking it's looking awful cold, so I'm thinking, this is probably going to be a red mark. I kind of like this green right here for a hit. And the only one that's left is the 51. Okay, do you see that? So since I like that for a hit, I'm going to mark the 51s red. Okay, so I'm going to take the 51. And I don't see anything I want to bet on that's not going to come up, so I'm going to leave it there. Okay, so in closing, I want to thank you for watching. Again, you can support my channel through my Patreon page at patreon.com/decoding the Powerball. And if you'd like to give me any feedback, then please email me at decodingpowerball@gmail.com. Again, that's decodingpowerball@gmail.com. And as always, with 170 million, I believe, on the line, I want to wish you the best of luck with your picks.